The wrecking ball of justice. There was a time when darkness seemed to close in from all sides. A group of narcissists and a coven of demonic practitioners had set their sights on Alex, a man whose light and truth threatened their carefully constructed illusions. They sent a wrecking ball of negative energy his way, a force meant to shatter his life, destroy his spirit, and erase his very existence. Their methods were beyond sinister. They crossed every moral and ethical boundary, delving into rituals so dark they defied comprehension. Whispers of their actions swirled like a storm: sacrifices, manipulation, and the unthinkable offering up the innocent to gain power. They thought they could break him, but they underestimated the power of his ancestors and the divine protection surrounding him. The attack was relentless. It felt as though a tower in Alex's life was being targeted, ready to collapse under the weight of their malice. But as the energy surged toward him, something extraordinary happened. His ancestors and guardian angels stepped in, intercepting the destructive force and sending it back to its source. The very energy meant to destroy him boomeranged, hitting those who had orchestrated it with devastating consequences. This wasn't just any backlash, it was divine justice. The depths of their darkness. The group that conspired against Alex was not just evil, they were desperate. They were willing to go to unimaginable lengths to see him fall. At the center of this darkness were two main couples, each playing a role in the twisted plot to eliminate him. The ex-wife and her double life. Alex's ex-wife, a master manipulator, was living a double life. In one city, she lived with a partner, projecting an image of prestige and success, while in her hometown, she maintained another relationship, all while stealing an inheritance that rightfully belonged to Alex. She thrived on theft, lies, and projection, building her life on the emptiness of stolen wealth and false appearances. She was the architect of much of the chaos, driven by greed and a desire to erase Alex from her past. The ex-girlfriend and the dark practitioner. The other couple consisted of Alex's ex-girlfriend and an African dark practitioner deeply entrenched in the coven. Together, they orchestrated rituals designed to siphon Alex's energy, steal his destiny, and wear his identity like a stolen skin. They were copycats, envious of his light, his purpose, and his potential. They wanted him erased, and they were willing to do anything to make it happen, even if it meant sacrificing the innocent. The unthinkable sacrifice. The depths of their depravity knew no bounds. In their quest for power, they crossed a line that defied humanity itself. They performed rituals involving the sacrifice of a child of pregnancy and a 4-month-old infant, offering up innocence to fuel their dark magic. This act was the pinnacle of their evil, a desperate attempt to harness enough energy to destroy Alex once and for all. They believed that by sacrificing the purest form of life, they could amplify their power and ensure his downfall. But their plans backfired spectacularly. The energy they summoned, tainted by the blood of the innocent, turned on them. The very forces they sought to control became their undoing. The backlash was swift and merciless, leaving them broken, regretful, and trapped in a nightmare of their own making. The betrayal. Among those who turned against Alex were people he once trusted: a childhood girlfriend who later became his wife of nearly 22 years, a family member, and even an ex-lover who was bribed by his ex-wife to betray him. These individuals, driven by jealousy, greed, and insecurity, joined forces with the coven, stealing documents, intercepting mail, and spreading lies to isolate and destroy him. Their betrayal cut deep, revealing the true nature of their character. One figure, in particular, stood out: a woman consumed by jealousy and a desire for control. She had gone to extreme lengths, even involving a child in her dark rituals, to ensure Alex's destruction. Her actions were chilling, a testament to the depths of her depravity, but her plans backfired. The energy she summoned turned on her, leaving her broken and trapped in a web of her own making. The ancestral shield. Alex's ancestors had been watching over him since the day he was born. They had seen the attacks coming and had prepared a defense so powerful it left his enemies reeling. The protection around him was like an impenetrable shield, deflecting every negative force sent his way. Those who had tried to harm him were now facing the full force of their own malevolence, amplified and returned by the very spirits they had sought to manipulate. As the dust settled, Alex began to heal. The attacks had left scars, but they had also revealed his strength. He was still standing, still moving forward, and still protected. The people who had conspired against him were now burdened by their own actions. Some were losing everything: their health, their sanity, even their freedom. Others were consumed by regret, realizing too late the cost of their choices. The truth revealed. In the aftermath, secrets began to surface. The group that had targeted Alex had been hiding something so dark it could destroy them if it came to light. Their desperation to silence him was rooted in fear. They knew he had the power to expose their actions, and they had tried everything to stop him. But their efforts only strengthened his resolve. As Alex continued to heal, he began to uncover the truth. It was a painful journey, but it was also liberating. The lies, the manipulation, the betrayal, all of it was coming and done. And with each revelation, he grew stronger. His ancestors and the divine forces protecting him ensured that justice was served. A new beginning. The attacks had been meant to break Alex, but they had the opposite effect. They revealed his resilience, his connection to something greater, and his ability to rise above even the darkest challenges. The people who had sought to harm him were now facing their reckoning, while he was moving forward, free from their influence. Alex had walked through fire and emerged stronger. The wrecking ball they had sent his way had become a tool of justice, dismantling their plans and leaving him standing tall. His ancestors had fought for him, and he had fought for himself. Now, it was time to embrace the love, faith, and brighter future that awaited him.